Hi, my name is Chuck Willingham. What's saving me now? My son, CJ. You see, I began last year living out in the country in Hillsborough, North Carolina. I've been living with MS for 25 years, and I was searching for a more accessible space where I could easily move around town on my scooter and call it home. CJ said, "Dad, come live with me in Charlotte." So I moved to Plaza Millwood neighborhood back in September of 2020. What's saving me now? My watershed family. Before my move, I began searching virtually for a new spiritual home, and I found watershed right in my own backyard. I began attending virtually and felt a spiritual tug from the diversity of the voices I heard, from the tough spiritual questions being asked, and by the awakening music. I zoomed into Preface with Matt and Scott. I was searching for answers, but only got many more questions. I clicked the End Me button thinking, wait a minute, what? Don't be alarmed if you see that wait what look on my face. That's a space where my logic, thinking, analyzing brain likes to live. I have a heart too, but more on that later. The next step in my watershed journey was to look for my peeps. My first stop was the Queen City Brotherhood block. I love those guys, but most of them could be my sons or my grandsons. Now don't laugh out loud, but I came from a church in Chapel Hill where I was not one of the elders. My next stop was the Prime Time block. My first contact was at Petty Thieves Brewery, and I was thinking, this is gonna work. I wasn't the youngest by a long shot, and I wasn't the oldest either. Thank you, Pam and Jean. Multi-race, multi-gender, multi-orientation, check. Wow, this motley crew will be a place where I belong. What's saving me now? Answering the question, am I really a Christian? I love that watershed as a space where it's okay to ask that question. To continue my journey toward that answer, I'm attending David's reclamation block. I'm expecting many more wait, what questions. What's saving me now? Working every moment of every day for racial justice. Unpacking and dismantling racism is important to me, so I joined the White Fragility Book Club facilitated by Tracy and Sarah. I confirmed that yes, I am white and I am fragile. To further my racial journey, I joined the How to Fight Racism book club facilitated by Sarah. This book uses the framework of awareness, relationship, and commitment, or ARC, to describe ways to build your ability to fight racism. By building my racial awareness through this arc, I get to see a more complete picture of my world. Looking through these racial justice lenses, I came to the awkward realization that I had lived my life unconscious to the privilege afforded to me as a white cis male and the harm it caused. Now, everywhere I look through these lenses, my personal past, the U.S. history, current news events, books, movies, I experience many more wait, what moments. What's saving me now? I envision a world where race, gender, and orientation no longer predict outcomes, where everyone can feel safe and have opportunity. I know this will happen in the future beyond my lifetime. So, I must keep viewing my world through these racial justice lenses, while asking uncomfortable questions, learning from people that don't look like me, and committing to actions that will dismantle racism. Before I pass on to whoever that is, before my soul floats away or goes poof, I hope to leave guideposts along the trail to point my kids, my grandkids, and others toward a design that promotes racial equity for all. Remember, it works according to design. Now we'd like you to take a moment to look into your daily life and look for what's saving you now. Also, take a moment to notice the role you play in this racial journey.